I'm going to be doing some of my lives a little different now. Some of my lives are not going to be available until after it's recorded. So yeah, I won't be available until the video is actually posted. So yeah, if you're wondering why you didn't catch this video when it was screaming live, that is why. I was just feeling called to make this very sacred, or just keep this reading very, very sacred and protected here. So that's why I'm doing it private before I post it or upload it. Okay, so I've been channeling messages from Left Eye, kind of more heavily on yesterday. I just was really channeling her spirit very heavily. I've always been a huge fan of Left Eye, not just of her music, but of her essence, her life. You know, her character, the way she carries herself, the way that she sees the world, her perception. She reminds me a lot of myself. She's just someone I truly can deeply connect with. Just, viewing or just watching, the example, that she presented to us when it comes to the feminines, right? She's definitely someone I consider a divine feminine. Also, Tupac, messages from Tupac, and it was kind of more so, I was channeling both of them, individually, but when I was delving deeper into, Left Eye and just allowing her to guide me, she kind of guided me back to Tupac as well. So I found out that both of them are Geminis. So we have recently moved out of Gemini season. But I was just really channeling their energies heavy, especially concerning the music industry. Um, and I remember I came across this video yesterday, and someone, this person, I really can't remember his name, but he made a very profound statement concerning, our music culture and music industry, and, its uses as a form of witchcraft, to control, the masses and whatever. And one of the things that he said was, that the plot, or, what these elitists do is that they intentionally underpay the intelligent, those who are intelligent, those who are, conscious, aware, and smart. They intentionally underpay them, or have this plot to keep them underpaid in order to make them become bitter and angry. And for those who are ignorant, those who promote, violence and ignorance and stupidity and foolishness and, gang activity and, all of this disrespect and discord, these are the people that they overpay. And then another thing that he said too is that the reason why they overpay these people, because they're basically trying to overpay them so that they destroy themselves, that they destroy themselves quicker. So this is why they overpay these artists, who literally lack, substance in their music. That's why we had Rhythm came out reverse, right? When we asked the divine feminine and masculine, Tupac and Left Eye, because I definitely believe Tupac is a divine masculine. They're both, divine feminines and divine masculine. Another detail here too. She had literally just met him months, or had just visited him or something. I don't know, like months before his death. Like it wasn't even that long, in their joining or whatever. But what she was saying was, the similarities, how, it was so many shocking similarities that they had, down to the seasonings, like having the same seasonings and same foods and things in their cabinets, just, just having like the same, or, similar interests, like on a vast level, right? Also, similar experiences and background. However, she did highlight that he has, undergone triple the amount of things that she's going through, but also how he basically alchemized a lot of that energy as well. He's made great divine impact on people through his music, right, through his gift, despite all the distractions and all the warfare and spiritual attacks that he was undergoing. People who are actually speaking the truth tellers, those who are real, these people get attacked aggressively. They get attacked the most, right? Because obviously these demonic forces are trying to put an end, a stop to this mission here, this impact, this influential effect, this shift in energy and frequency and mindset, right? So yeah, going back to these artists, right? Overpaying these artists who are throwing us off rhythmically. You know, our frequency, you know, disrupting us, corrupting us through music, you know. So through the sound, you know, through their words or spells, these people, look, these people who are greedy for material gain, this is what avarice means. Avarice is no, if you can see like the coins here and the, you know, this bag here reminds me of a heart. So people's, you know, people willing to sell their souls, sell their hearts, or allow their hearts to become hardened, dark, or cold here, or vast, not vast but void here, just for the sake of material gain and finances here. You know, willing to sow holes into people's heart chakra. And then we have pride. This came out reverse as well. Pride reverse, death reverse, and justice reverse. So these unjust deaths here, unjust deaths for the sake of pride. So just for material gain, power. All right, so let's see what other messages. I'm trying to see what else before we pull more cards. Okay, so another reason why I just was delving deep in, into just like really feeling her energy. So apparently I'm only about 17 minutes from her resting place, her burial site. What else? Another thing too, so in the caption it says 5% know what's real, like know what's really going on. I watched it, she led me to a video, this interview, and she has said that there's 100% of people in the universe. 5% know what's really going on and actually want to tell people. 10% know what's really going on and don't want people to find out, don't want people to know, are fighting, are working to keep people blind, right, to these things. She said of that 5%, Tupac was one of those people. That says a lot. And you know, if you really are familiar with Left Eye, her essence, her energy and stuff like that, she ain't no dumbass. She's far from it. She's very discerning. Like, you can tell she was like the divine feminine, you know, that very, you know, powerful vessel, you know, I'm sorry to say this, but of the group, you know, that very powerful, fertile, creative force. She was, right? That deepening. She was that deep, you know, energy there. Who didn't want to just create, you know, just for the sake of entertainment alone, but she wanted to create, you know, to help people transform positively within themselves, right? Within how they see themselves, you know, how they feel about themselves, you know, in a world that's always trying to make you feel, or a world that's always trying to belittle you or put you in a box or put you in their own definition of how they want to see you or see you fit, you know, to appease their own insecurities, right? Another thing that she said Tupac told her was that no matter what, be real. It's better to be respected for being real, right, than, you know, anything else, basically. Better to be respected for being the realest, right, than to be pacifying people's feelings and stuff like that, and, you know, all of that shit. So, yeah. So definitely channeling their energy hard here. Let's see what other messages they have for us. I know it was a heavy emphasis about the music industry and the damage. So one of my recent videos, at the closing of the live, I had said, I mentioned Tupac's words and keep your head up when he said, if we don't, we'll have a race of babies who will hate the ladies that make the babies. So just heavy emphasis on that. Another thing, that if you know, follow up with her interviews and stuff like that, she spoke a lot about, you know, the actual transformative process, like death itself, like when we leave this world, right? And the confusion regarding death. And how death is literally just transitioning, right? How there's life after death. So we had the gratitude card come out here, as well as purity. So this was also, I was also just feeling about destiny and fate here. How she was saying how destiny is something that you choose, you know, the life that you choose for yourself. Fate is kind of what happens, you know, as a result of you just kind of being wash with the waves or the currents, like the hard times of life here, and it just kind of carry you to and fro, right? Opposed to you having some self-control here, oneness within self, some self-discipline, you know, just be at peace, you know, and ebb and flow, right, with the waves, opposed to fighting against it. So gratitude here, this was a person, you know, she had like a very grateful energy, and this was the energy that she was emphasizing and promoting here, to purify ourselves, right? Purify ourselves so that we can be free from these limitations that, you know, the world is trying to place upon us, right? And look, because this is the phoenix here, you see how the phoenix is being choked out by a snake here. So this is like the energy of like principalities such as the music industry, right? How it tries to drain out that rising resurrection power, that empowerment type of rhythm and energies and frequencies, right? That music, that healing effect that music has, you know, to empower and uplift people out of any dark place or situation. But this is talking about these people creating music to literally keep you there, or like dig you deeper in, right? To pull you more into these dark portals so that you lose yourself, you get lost, you know. I just channeled a song by Gorilla Zoe and Lil Wayne, was 1111 just now, and it's a song called Lost, and the words say, walking around looking for a way, but no one tells me which way to go. I'm caught up in the world of amazement. Yes, man can easily be no. I ask them no questions, they give me no answers. Following the wise, but I need to look at these lyrics, because I used to literally just put in filler words for the words I didn't understand. So, but I'm channeling this song. All right. Okay, so the lyrics say, well, if you out here, hold on. Well, if you out there in the streets and you looking for me, when you find me, tell me. I said I've been looking for me. If you out there in the streets and you looking for me, when you find me, tell me. I said I've been looking for me. I've been looking for some love, but it ain't looking for me. That's why she bite her tongue when she tell me that pussy for me. And I've been looking for somebody that been looking for me. Hold on. Let me make sure this is the right song. This is not even the song. Why do they take me to this? Hold on. Unless he got two songs titled the same thing. Hold on. What is going on? Like, why is they not pulling the song up? It's like he got two songs, both titled Lost. Alright, so there it is. This is the right one. I don't know what the hell I was reading just now, but I'm sure it's some messages in it too. Right? About this street life, promoting street life and violence, and making that like the main topic, or like the main thing, you know, in music here. Cursing people, literally. Instead of learning from our mistakes, learning from old ways, right? Moving towards our north node. So it says, walking around, looking for a way, but no one tells me which way to go. I'm caught up in the world, a labyrinth, a maze. I remember reading about this word recently. Hold on. Labyrinth definition. So labyrinth is like a maze. Okay, it says a complicated, irregular network of passages or paths in which it is difficult to find one's way. A maze, a complex structure in the inner ear which contains the organs of hearing and balance. It consists of bony cavities filled with fluid and lined with sensitive membranes. So this is talking about music, like what you're listening to, and really the biological impact that it plays too spiritually. Okay. A complex structure in the inner ear, which contains the organs of hearing and balance, contains the organs of balance. Bony cavities, which is called the bony labyrinth, filled with fluid and lined with sensitive membranes. So this is talking about the delicacy of, just how we are created, like our hearing, how we're created, and the things that we're listening to. Okay. So about the things that you hear. So it kind of reminds me of how, like, there's a form of dark magic or witchcraft when you can, like, whisper things to a person and literally have it project or play in the person's mind, and this person can think that this is them own selves, or, like, to cause a person to listen to these voices and act on these voices, like these demonic, things and stuff like that, or sending demons, whispering demons to people, right? To confuse them, to put them in indecision, to put them in fear, regarding their judgment, their discernment, their forward movement, to make them stagnant and feel stuck and afraid to move forward or to make decisions here. So a complicated, irregular network. This is talking about how these businesses, this is how they function. The labyrinth represents a journey or path to our own center and back again out into the world. So the labyrinth represents a journey or path to our own center, our inner guru, and back again out into the world. Labyrinths have long been used as meditation and prayer tools. All right, and I'm going to show y'all the symbol. Excuse me. Show you the symbol of a labyrinth as well. Okay. And you know what? It looks like a brain too. So, all right. Pretty much like these webs, these networks, patterns, these maze-like structures. So there's 7 circuits to the diagram of the labyrinth, the spiritual labyrinth. 7 circuits. Y'all may know more about that, or somebody else. So it says line. Okay, I'm gonna have to show it to you. Boom. So this is something I'm gonna have to study more and then come back and do another video about. But how each line represents something. The center, the entrance, the life end, the path, and the line. Okay, let's move on and not spend too much time there. And we'll just get some more messages as we go. Okay, so it says, walking around looking for a way, but no one tells me which way to go. I'm caught up in a world, a labyrinth, a maze, where yes men could easily be known. Yes men. So a yes man, for people who always say yes to things. So where yes men could easily be known. I ask them no questions, they give me no answers. Following the wise, but they're walking in Pampers. How am I following the wise, but they're infantile in mind, in perception, in spirit? So he says, I'm following the wise, but they're walking in Pampers. So another thing that this person, this guy was saying in this video I was led to about the music industry, and Lopez Records and stuff like that, which was one of the companies that Left Eye was signed under. He said that they're looking for yes men. They're looking for the people that's going to come in treating them like daddy, like, yeah, whatever you need me to do for me to get on top, or for me to be popping, for me to become famous, for me to be the hottest, artist out there. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll do it. I'll do whatever you say. So they're more interested in artists who are yes men or yes women or pick-me's. They're more into people who are willing to do anything, sell anything, say anything, right? To sell ignorance. These are the people that they're going to overpay and sign the people that they want, not the people who are, you know, evolving, coming into higher consciousness and higher mind, intelligence, helping to, you know, basically putting this in their music like they're supposed to do, like they were put here, their purpose and their mission here, their divine mission and life path, like they were supposed to do with this gift, this form of sorcery, this form of magic, right? The word, being musicians, that's magic. These are magicians. These are, you know, angelic beings. These are mystical creatures and beings who have this gift here because of just how transformative, impactful, and influential sound is. Sound, frequency, and rhythm is the universal language. It can impact animals, plants, every fucking, you know, form of life on this planet, period. So trying to kill off these people, or intentionally, you know, performing witchcraft or sorcery, or trying to turn people against these people, or shape, you know, their true reputation, and, you know, this, that, and the third, right? These are the people, you know, they underpay intentionally, or when these people start getting like this, like when we have our awakenings, our phoenix rising, right? Our phoenix rising, our kundalini awakenings, this is when they try to take these people out. So this is why, you know, they plotted on Tupac. This is why they plotted on Left Eye, right? This is why they plot on these people, because of their the speed of their evolution and how they were impacting people positively, transforming minds, inspiring people to be something other than, you know, the curse of the divine feminine, or the curse of the divine masculine, being stuck in our root chakra and just being set symbols, right? It was 22 on the timer just now. Another thing too, I think she said her birthday is on the 27th and his is on the 16th. So we're going to pull up those numbers too after I read these lyrics. So it says, oh yeah, another thing too, in her interview, she was saying how literally a thought can manifest into physical form, right? And how all we literally have to do is ask. All we have to do is ask, right? And you shall receive. And it's real. But listen to what he said. He said, a labyrinth, a maze, where yes men could easily be known. I asked them no questions. So they want people who don't ask questions. They don't want people who are theoretical, people who think, like people who defy logic. They don't want these people, right? They give me no answers, following the wise, but they're walking in Pampers. Give me a cigarette, smoking my cancer. Drink the pain away, but I still have no answers. So this is talking about overpaying these individuals to kill themselves, right? To destroy themselves, like Juice WRLD, for example. I'm lost on the road. Don't know which way to go. I'm losing my mind, losing control of the wheel, and I'm swerving on and off the road. I'm lost on the road, but survival is a must. So this is what they have these people teach, you know, preach all the time in their music. Survival and violence. Survival and violence. Survival, discord, and violence, right? Disloyalty, distrust. Can't trust no one. Isolation and loneliness, right? Don't know who I can, listen, but survival is a must. Don't know who I can trust. I'm living in a rush. So, and basically promoting these fast lives, opposed to, you know, being in the present moment and, you know, caring about love and having compassion and, you know, having a heart to correct and repair and rebuild things, right? Being real, being honest about what's really going on, and really making an honest effort, right? An honest effort with your gifts, your abilities, with your life, to improve our experience, right? Don't know who I can trust. I'm living in a rush. I don't understand this fuss. My brain is about to bust. So this makes me think about the labyrinth in the ear and literally destroying the brain, right? Keeping the brain busy, you know, and chaotic, disturbed. I think I'm losing it. I might be losing it. I just might lose, and I'm losing my mind. Am I losing my mind? And I'm so confused, I don't know what to do, and I need a clue before I run out of time. Am I losing it? Am I losing it? All right, and it says, I call up my girlfriend, she doesn't answer. I hit the script club and fuck with a dancer. Throwing my ones up like I'm paying ransom. Told me I look good, she said I was handsome. So I believed her because I am lonely. I'm just a loner, my life is a movie. Tonight we're just actors, and this is a sitcom. So tell me you love me and tell me I'll get some. I'm making this money just to spend it. Living the good life, hope nobody ends it. But who are you kidding? Hey, who are you lying to? You know if they want you, best believe they will find you. So another thing he was saying too was how these artists, like these people that get signed, who really are not divine like vessels, right? Or they're not using their gifts for divine purposes here. These are people who are being puppeted. People, you know, who are more about the fame and the fortune and the money, like, and just willing to do that at other people's mental and psychological expense, their spiritual conditions. They're willing to do this at their expense as long as they receive this material gain here. That's why we had avarice in the upright, greedy, greedy, greedy. He was saying how these people will literally make this music promoting drugs, promoting murder, promoting, you know, disrespecting and defiling our women, this, that, and the third, only to basically profile themselves. And these people that they're signed under or being paid by are literally just like, okay, yeah, enjoy, cause some more destruction, cause more havoc, da da da. But but sitting back laughing, basically, like, whenever we want to, we can come and shut that shit down. I can send, the law enforcement. I can basically shut your whole shit down, like, y'all fake ass gangsters, but y'all still doing our dirty work. So we gonna let you do it until, we need you for other purposes, right? Did that say Atlanta? Look, I Am Atlanta. That's literally the name of the album. Literally the name of this album, Gorilla Zoe 2008, I Am Atlanta. So something about Atlanta, ATL. ATL, because she was an ATL artist. She was from Philadelphia, but all of her music, right, was based out of Atlanta. So something about Atlanta. Something about corrupt Atlanta. The corrupt music in Atlanta, or restoring those roots. Restoring the roots of the people who truly, who truly are responsible with their gifts here. Wanting to create things that heal our people, not distort their reality or distort their mentalities. Okay. Alright. So another thing too, I was feeling guided to pull up. No, I had already read it yesterday, but I need to read it for y'all. Her lyrics in Waterfalls. Okay. Alright, she says, I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not on God-given ray. Okay. I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not on God-given ray. Is it because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away, seldom praise him for the sunny days. And like his promise is true, only my faith can undo the many chances I blew to bring my life to a new, clear blue and unconditional. Skies have dried the tears from my eyes, no more lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the folk who can't cope with such an enduring pain that keeps them in the pouring rain. Who's to blame for tooting Cain in your own vein? What a shame, you shoot and aim for someone else's brain. You claim the insane and name this day and time for falling prey to crime. I say the system got you victim to your own mind. Dreams are hopeless aspirations in hopes of coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to me and you. That shit deep as fuck. I'm gonna read it again. I seen a rainbow yesterday, the covenant, the promise, right? I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not on God-given ray. Is it because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away, and I praise him. Where was that gratitude card? I praise him for the sunny days. And like his promise is true, the covenant, the rainbow after the storms, right? And like his promise is true, only my faith can undo, right, the many chances I blew to bring my life to a new. Clear blue and unconditional skies have dried the tears from my eyes, no more lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the folk who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps them in the pouring rain. Who's to blame for tooting cane into your own vein? What a shame you shoot and aim for someone else's brain. You claim the insane and name this day and time for falling prey to crime. I say the system got you victim to your own mind. Dreams are hopeless aspirations in hopes of coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to me and you. That's deep as fuck. That's deep as fuck. How many people are making, think about the people, the greatest artists right now, right? There's not too many people who are that deep. There's more, you know, these people who are, you know, coming up now that are ascending now, right? This is a part of this shift that's happening though. But another thing I was getting to, how she was saying there's life after death. They're still among us. Oh my God, this is crazy. All right, let's do 2716. Spiritual and numerical meaning. Because remember, her birthday was on the 27th, and Tupac was on the 16th. So another thing she was talking about was embracing your oddness, your oddities, being odd, being unique, being your true original self. Both of them would encourage this. You know, this is something that they always encourage. Being your most realest, truest self, no matter how peculiar or weird or odd or you know, just unlike everyone else that may be, right? Supernova, being untouchable. Okay. Be ready mentally. So this is what angel number 2716 means, to be ready mentally. Being successful in life calls for many elements, starting with readiness in mind. Angel number 2716 wants you to create your future by being ready psychologically. Hence, you should think big and incline all the ideas that bring your heart's desire to reality. Remember, she was talking about how a thought, right? Emphasizing how thoughts do manifest into physical form. All right. Your spiritual advancement is around the corner when you experience instability in your mind. Therefore, it's good to reflect on your journey and ask the angels to direct you to vast opportunities that will change your fate. Significantly, expand your mind and grasp every opportunity that might help you. Taking action in the meaning of 2716. Thus, when a good idea or thought comes in, do not just sit. Look for different executing methods. Besides, ask your archangels to give you insightful guidance and support to achieve your dreams. Summarily, self-pity is not something that should be drugging your ideas. Push forward and be optimistic about achieving all that you want in life. This is another card that came out for them. The energies that they wanted to encourage us with. Where is it? Boom, right here on top. Optimism. All right. So it says, expect changes that will be of assistance in realizing your desires and plans. Believe in yourself and the unique abilities that you possess. Of course, it will be the genesis of experiencing prosperity. Be adamant with your principle of progress. Have everything necessary to achieve what you wish. Besides, the heavens are promising you a bright future. There is an option before you that will help you create the future you want. This number wants you to go ahead and chase your dream. Do not let it slip away. Instead, bring your runner's strength together in realism. However, challenges should not pull your effort. Instead, let it be motivation towards your success. So this is talking about helping you develop a resolution that will help you in your dreams. Taking a closer look. Wants you to see that your soul destiny will guide you to better overall life quality. your soul destiny, and honoring that in your craft, your creations, your abilities, your gifts. Because when you use your gifts and your abilities, to manifest this, it empowers the manifestation into physical form, even greater. So this is talking about taking care of ourselves and resting too, not allowing, too many demands to be placed on our energy. Taking care, doing necessary time or retreat and self-love and, self-rejuvenating, returning to nature to empower ourselves to be fed by the mother, to be nurtured, nourished. All right, so they're just breaking down these numbers. Number 7 asks you to rest up right now while you have the chance. However, new battles will be on their way to you before too long, that's for sure. Number 1 wants you to see if you can make each new thing in your life as positive as possible by thinking, say that you can make each new thing in your life as positive as possible by thinking in a positive light about it. And then number 6 wants you to create warm and fulfilling relationships with the people around you as much as you can. 27 wants you to see that your angels will support you. 16 wants you to always stay positive. Also, remember the right things in your world will fall in place exactly as they are meant to in the long run. Okay, 271 wants you to see that you have the power to transform someone's life just by living honestly and happily about your own. This is definitely them speaking to us. I feel so honored. 716 wants you to make sure that you will heal any worries about your own life. Use the positivity that comes from that to enjoy your life more. In conclusion, 2716 talks of you creating a bright future. However, you should be prepared and ready to face obstacles on the way. But never give up on the path that you see fruition at the end. Do all it takes to be successful and help those in need if you get a chance. All right. All right, this is a number that relates to the field of personality development and creativity. This is also emphasis on having a deep connection to source or spirit with the divine realm, with nature, in order to receive this motivation. So receiving motivation from, just how you perceive the world around you as well when it comes to your craft and what you create here, creating the life, the experiences you want to have, right? So this is also talking about them being very intellectual, thoughtful, psychic, idealistic, and wise. So this is for these individuals as well. What they're talking, these messages are for those people who have that energy, just like them. Okay, this is also a number of analytical discernment, being analytical and discernment. It also resonates with mysticism and perception. Something about a choice between the material realm and spiritual. Yeah, 2717 is surrounded by an aura of mysticism. This is why she said when they came together, she said it was so it was a hell of a, like mystical like experience just being in his presence. Like even she was nervous or intimidated, like being in his presence, because something about his aura was very powerful and mystical. And she said that they had so much in common that it was almost damn near clashing. Now another thing about the Gemini energy, and in some understandings, the Gemini is known as like the angel energy, like Archangel Michael, right? So Archangel energy here, like so that when they came together, you know, this was an undeniable force that they felt here in the pursuit. So I'm talking, okay, I'm getting more messages about divine masculines and feminines coming together as well, and trying to, you know, people trying to put a stop to that because of the power, right? And because of, you know, how it takes us deeper into into ourselves. Something about a conversation or an exchange of just, you know, wisdom that we have as divine feminines and masculines when we come together, and how it, you know, it helps us go deeper into ourselves. So trying to create wedges in between that, right? So it says, it is the pursuit of knowledge, both mystical and scientific, that power this number onwards. Its light glows ceaselessly in an endless desire to build up new wisdom. So this is literally how the spirit of Left Eye and Tupac is still manifesting itself in our current reality, right? Just because their bodies, those bodies, are not here anymore, does not mean their energies are still, you know, not effective, because they very much are. All right. So it says, its light glows ceaselessly in an endless desire to build up new wisdom, both esoteric and conventional knowledge. These are the kind of energies that these individuals exude. This decidedly analytical number is also known for its equal primary radiance of perception and knowledge. These well-defined frequencies dovetail nicely with 2716's other facet of spirituality. It's important to note that from a numerological standpoint, four-digit numbers like 2716 and more multifaceted are more multifaceted than single-digit numbers. Similar to complex crystals, longer numbers have many facets which may refract energy in powerful ways. Okay, I don't really need to see that. Although the above positive characteristics are dominant in 2716, that doesn't necessarily mean that there aren't any downsides. The number can sometimes radiate with negative, suspicious, or reclusive energies. For the most part, if you're uncertain about whether a number like is exhibiting negative characteristics, a simple approach is the facets of any number should be assumed to lean towards the beneficial until such time as a troublesome trait manifests itself. Although it is important to be cognizant of these occasional downsides. All right, so this is talking about the appearance. When in the appearance of something that seems, you know, really dark or stuff like that, this is saying, like, to let your first thought see the benevolence or the what positive can be derived from it. All right, so having a deeper perception. So okay, we can see less intense vibration blended with a less defined but still significant aura of harmony. Mystical and open-minded. Vibrates with an aura of truth. Exhibits very distant energies of willpower. Trace elements of unyielding nature as well. So having an unyielding nature, this is the kind of energy that they had as well, especially Left Eye. So the root number is 7, they said. Even though the principal energy shares the same wise auras of 7, analytical, discerning, and poised, as well as a notably unbiased energy, the individual internal digits still hold a degree of significance. All right, I'm just trying to get as much messages as I can for us. All right, here's another place I want to check this number at. And then hopefully they will be willing to share with us some secrets of what actually goes on. $27.16. 27, 16. So I'm going to check the Hebrew lexicon, 27, 16. So dung or excrement. So this is talking about fasting and purging the body of waste, purging your mind, your perception, just purging yourself fully of waste, and continue to do this. Continue to have some type of routine here where you are purging low vibrational or, low vibrational thoughts or energies and frequencies. So this is what's being emphasized by them as well. Yeah, because it means to evacuate the bowels. I don't know why I'm being told to, wow, and they are smart as hell, because they said these are individuals who perception is not just mystical, but also scientific. So they're telling me to look up that, let me look up this scripture first. 36 and 12. Ooh. Ooh. So I'm channeling the idea of a dog going back to its vomit, because Isaiah 36 and 12, which was the only scripture that came up for 27:16, Hebrew lexicon says, hath my master sent me to your master? Has my master sent me to your master and to you to speak these words? Have he not sent me to the men that sit upon the wall, that they may eat their own shit, their own dung, and drink their own piss with you? So I don't, something about returning to waste, or returning to things that we're supposed to pass or release here. So it's kind of making me want to look into this whole thing. I say, sayest thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for war. Now on whom doest thou trust, that thou rebellest against me? Lo, though thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his land and pierce it. But if thou say to me, we trust in the Lord our God, it is not he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah have taken away, and said to Judah and to Jerusalem, ye shall worship before this altar. Let's see. Without the Lord against this land to destroy it. The Lord said unto me, go up against this land and destroy it. Let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely deliver us. This city shall not be delivered into the hand of this city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. Hearken not to Hezekiah, for this is talking about people trying to silence them. People trying to silence them because they were empowering people in their faith, or their faith in, cosmic forces, or in the Most High, our spiritual selves, and like allowing our spiritual selves to lead our vessels, to lead our, our flesh, basically. So this is talking about them, having people to silence them and to trying to dissuade people from believing, you know, what they say in their declarations, or to trust their, you know, the ways that they were encouraging here, or trying to turn people away from it by, you know, performing this witchcraft to kill, to murder them, making people be afraid to do it, thinking that they're going to die, or, you know, whatever. But wanting us to fear stepping into our power, literally, or standing in our power. So trying to dissuade the masses from the truth. So that's why she said there's 100% of people in the universe, 5% who really know what's going on, like they really on game, and they actually want to tell people, they actually want to, you know, expose this to people, help other people. And you have 10% who really know what's going on, who are working, you know, to dispel, you know, people from finding these things out, or delving deeper, you know, or receiving this knowledge, right, this wisdom, the truth. So this is also talking about how they use materials, you know, to lure people away, or just using materials, or riches, and, you know, playing, you know, taunting, playing on the root chakra. It's like, if you do this, I'll give you all the riches of the world. So it's that kind of concept, because it says, hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus saith the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me by a present, and come out to me, and eat ye every one of his vine, and every one of his fig tree, and drink ye every one of the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyard. Beware lest Hezekiah persuade you, who is, you know, Hezekiah was a messenger of God, persuade you, saying, the Lord will deliver us. Have any of the gods of the nations delivered this land out of the hand of the king of Assyria? Where are the gods of Hamath and Ephraim? Where are the gods of... So this is talking about these arrogant people in place here. Something about the number 355 as well. And okay, what? There's a lot of messages here. Unity and doubt. So trying to sow doubt here to keep us from having unity. Hmm. 55. No, that was 50. No, that was 55. So major changes. Okay, to roll, turn, roll up, billow. What does billow mean? So billow means a large undulating mass of something. So the masses. Typically cloud, smoke, or steam. So something about smoking as well. Something about smoke. Smoke and mirrors. Getting high. Smoke and mirrors. Illusions. Let's see. Mount up. Coil upward. So this is talking about like the Kundalini energy awakening, this transformation here. So heavy emphasis on transformation. I remember I have this screenshot of my phone, and it was brought to my attention again on yesterday about the Scorpio and Aries energy in relation, right? So Aries represents the head, and Scorpio the sexual organs. So if you think about the spine, right, how the spine begins at the base of like your skull, and then down to like your sacral, right, your sacrum. So Something about these these mental transformations here, or perceptive transformations. So shifting this energy, like from these imbalance or just being stuck in the root chakra, shifting this right into like empowerment. This is what they try. These are the kind of artists that they use, and that they overpay, and that they recruit more often. The people who can keep people debased or keep them in their lower root chakra, right? Opposed to this ascension process, like to transform the mind. And this is what Tupac and Left Eye did. Wow. What's 5-4? Oh yeah, oh no, it might be up here. 5-5-4-4. Or was it 54-4-4? $54.44. One of David's guard. It's something about the eighth. The 8th month. What's the 8th month? August? Something about a fake ass guard here, like a fraud ass guard. A weaver of sorts. Something about a guard being a part of some shit, weaving some shit together. It says one of David's guards. There's some significance about the number 8, so that can talk about the person's abundance. But let's see what else is up here. Also want to search. Five, 5-4-4. So 5-5-4-4 means a briar or a thorn. So a thorn in a person's side, weaving a crown of thorns. So sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice of the innocent, the pure souls, the sacred souls of wisdom, the sages of music, weaving together a crown of thorns. So having these people close to them, having people close to them. So maybe people who are supposed to be like a guard of their security or something like that, or be in charge of like their safety and stuff like that, working with working against them in secret. Something about a guard, an appointed guard. Let's see. So I felt led to pull up the Thorn rune, which is through Therisis. Therisis is a rune that is often shunned by runesters. It represents the forces of chaos, that which we fear. The powerful emotions and drivers lurking beneath the surface. A giant, a thorn, a powerful, uncontrollable force. Whoa, David and Goliath. So this is talking about, them being up against giants, these music industry giants here. So this rune also represents the warrior that combines consciousness and wisdom with matters requiring force. The strong one and resistance. If we must fight for peace, then let us find our peace in battle. So unconsciousness forces, sociological forces. These are things that's related to it. Thor, Loki, as giant chaos, destruction by natural forces, complexities of aggression, conflicts, disputes, psychological problems, lightning, breakthrough, aggressive male sexuality, battering down barriers, thorn of awakening, trouble, and enthusiasm. So the psi of this, which is PSI, enthusiasm, struggle against unconsciousness and male sexual prowess. Energy is enthusiasm, self-empowerment, chaos, active defensive force, breaker of resistance, disruptive storms. So the mundane of this rune is storms, tools, weapons, and conflict. So violence, gun violence, and using things as weapons or tools of destruction. Reactive force, directed force, vital eroticism, regenerative catalyst, constructive conflict or danger, defenselessness, compulsion, betrayal, dullness, disease, explosive violence, annoyance, and strife. So this rune governs destruction of enemies, curses, binds, and fetters. Awakening of the will to action, breaking resistance of blockages in body, mind, and spirit. Increased potency and prowess in romantic relationships. Understanding of the division and separation of all things. Aiming the use of psychic force, the combination of right-left brain processes for generating powerful realization. Okay, it is not uncommon for the rune meaning of psoriasis to be described as a thorn that is most sharp, a grim and evil thing to take grip on or touch. However, it is representative of Thor and his hammer, protecting Asgard from the thirsties. It's pronounced thirsties, but I heard thirsties. The thirsty motherfuckers, like vampire, like energies. Giants who resist the expansion of consciousness throughout the multiverse. In every respect, the energies of psoriasis are a forceful enemy of unconsciousness, ignorance, and the rule of brute violence. Psoriasis represents the warrior that combines consciousness and wisdom with matters of requiring force. Thor is the champion god of courageous and free human beings and the ultimate physical fighting force. Psoriasis is also a fertility rune in the sense that it breaks down the barren and hard, rocky realms into workable soil as to bring fruitfulness to crops and wombs. The best mental state for working with the rune is enthusiasm, rather than anger or fear. This is the essence. Okay, this has a lot to do with the essence of, or the kind of powers that they were like influencing into our reality or affecting people's minds. Like this is the kind of energy that they had, you know, the ability to break down the barren and hard things, right, of our reality into workable soil to bring fruitfulness to crops and wombs. So this is also what they were doing, you know, to the people that they cared about. Like this is the kind of energy that they were exuding and putting out, right? Tupac and Left Eye. So the best mental state for working with the rune is enthusiasm rather than anger or fear, as the former will much better sustain right awareness and diminish the potential danger of dealing with strong psoriasis magic. This early rune is representative of the use of tools and technology. I was going to say technology. So I was thinking about her, a vehicle, right? Because she passed, you know, in a vehicle. So it's kinas to an extent, whether physical or psychological, especially as weapons of protection or active resistance against forces detrimental to the expansion of consciousness and awareness signified by daggers. Shortly before her passing or her transition, her driver had hit a child and the child ended up dying. But the child's last name was Lopez. This happened shortly before, you know, she passed, also in a vehicle accident. So she believed that that death, you know, there was a spirit, you know, or an energy sent to her that it was supposed to be her death, but it got the child instead. And that's why they both share the same last name. right? So this is talking about these people launching or sending demons and, you know, this type of energy to control or, you know, to put out this light, right? Purpose of individuals, these artists here who are literally living out their purpose and defiling or going against what these, you know, these principalities will have them to do. Yeah, because we have synthesis reversed. I'm gonna find out what that, I'm gonna read this card, but from what I can see, it looks like a horse, a Pegasus, and the Ankh, but it came out reversed. So we're also going to look at the meaning of that as well, because then we have desire behind that. And look, questioning right behind desire. So trying to put out these individuals who question, who defy logic, who, you know, who are rebellious, you know, to these things that's being promoted, you know, aggressively upon us, right? To try to transform or to possess our perceptions and not have us think for ourselves or think from a divine mind or from source here. So questioning things concerning, you know, what's concerning integrity, what's true, and, you know, authentic divine prosperity and wealth here, because we have the Fehu. That looks like the Fehu rune on this card. Let me check, because it looks just like it. The Fehu rune represents prosperity and abundance, money. Yeah, the Fehu means mobile wealth, so steady wealth. So its original meaning means sheep or cattle. The rune derives from the unattested but reconstructed blah, money, cattle, and wealth here. New beginnings, social success, foresight. Every beginning has within it the seeds of its own end. So trying to put an end to this new wealth here, this true divine wealth. So it says wealth, money, food, substance, initial conditions, luck, personal power. So our personal power too. So the solar plexus, your willpower, wanting control over your will. That's why in the song Lost, he says swerving on and off the road. Okay. So trying to intentionally put people in limbo spiritually. So financial strength and prosperity. So mentally, it represents the beginner's mind presence, right? So being in the now. Freedom from the past, freedom from, you know, illusions of fears of the future, right? First impressions, young love. So what I'm getting to, just trying to disrupt this energy, you know, of love and, you know, unity and social ability that we naturally have, you know, just growing up, and we naturally crave, you know, intimacy and unity and, you know, to be social with people. Like we're naturally social beings. This is talking about them trying to disrupt this in a way because of the power that it brings. I want to look up Pegasus. Well, okay, so another thing about the Fehu, let me show y'all this. Where was it? Right here. It looks a lot like the Fehu rune. Okay, so it is one extra line. The Fehu actually has 2 lines only. This one has 3, but hey, everything happens for a reason. I'm still going to read it. So pertaining to the energy, this represents mobility, luck, charisma, dynamic power, liquid and mobile transferable energies, abundance, circulation, mana, sexual attraction. As it pertains to the mundane, it says money, recent purchases, reputation, freshness and fashionability, divinations, new beginnings, social success, foresight, energy, travel, money, control, greed, failure, atrophy, poverty, and endings. It governs, what does it govern? So delegating your energy to another, power transference or projection, the sending rule, to send energy to people, right? Or project energy. This is a room. Some people use this room for this. Drawing gravity into the personal sphere. Excuse me. Promotion of personal and social evolution. Changing circumstances of importance. Increase in personal monetary wealth. Beginner's mind and presence as a tool for consciously creating a fresh start. Fehu is actually the rune of luck, The universe is not so much made up by chance as by luck. Luck is a hidden but real energy field inherited in your Hamingja. That's Hamingja. Fehu governs the capacity to hold this luck and use it like a magical ability. This basic energy, your accumulated luck, is the foundation of the wealth and power in your life. Courageous deeds are central to increasing one's luck. So these people, Tupac and Left Eye, they made very courageous acts here to go out publicly and, literally defy, they know how these people was. They learned, the true intent of these people in these companies, right, these industries, and they still were courageous enough to, use their tool, how the divine will have them use it, right? But they were facing giants here, so that needs to be emphasized. Circulation, but also the effect and the influence that they still made, right? Circulation of power, wealth, and the mobility of all things is a key aspect of Fehu. These are associated with new beginnings, but keep in mind that there are no true new beginnings or endings, only the consciousness marks of transformation. This can be most effectively understood while studying the runes as a cycle in and of itself. Visually a circle. The use of this principle leads to beginner's mind and to presence as a tool for consciously creating a fresh start. So I already read that. Indeed, money will work for you best under the guidance of the energies implicit to Fehu. Yet money is only a mundane and simplistic representation of Fehu's nature. It's best to think of wealth as food, water, shelter, clothing, sustenance, and mobile aspects, rather than needless luxury, vanity. All right, so mind you, they have this came out in reverse. This is what they're trying to prevent. So these are other things they're trying to prevent. It says, in starting new endeavors, Fehu will activate the will, your willpower. It will restore self-confidence and assist in goal setting followed by immediate action. So they're trying to prevent this or block this. Use the symbol in its teachings against procrastination. It is a reminder to think for yourself, which is fundamental to working with the runes. I find that the vibration of this rune to be in alignment with the principles of sexual attraction. So that Aries Scorpio energy. First impressions and young love. Fehu is a reminder for us to act out of the present moment. The conscious use of money for right ends is the domain of Fehu. In society today, it is important that we explore new definitions of wealth and to come to a realization of what is truly valuable. Wealth is a creative process in every sense of the word, not a static and measurable mass. I encourage the exploration of this idea right away. Right? So questioning the constructs and the concepts that we were taught. Right? This is the effects that Tupac and Left Eye had, this Gemini energy, to make people think, make people question their reality, question their ways, question what they are submitting to, right? So making you think, and this is not what they wanted. This is not what they intended. Even when the formulation of schools, this is not what they intended. They wanted people to have working minds, to be controlled, right? To be puppeted. They don't want individuals who are thinking minds, right? So this is also the message in that video that I was led to yesterday. All right, so let's look up Pegasus. Okay, so the Pegasus symbolizes unity, so that came out again. This is what they were about. All right. So we have unity, but this, I want to show you guys this too. This is the play card. It came out reverse. This is talking about trying to remove joy. They don't want us to enjoy one another anymore. Every time we try to enjoy one another, we can't because some type of violent outburst, right? Okay. Pegasus symbolizes unity, imagination, and thirst. Pegasus brings earth and sky together. So it makes me think about that air energy. Earth and air. So grounding of this communication, the thoughts, grounding our mental thoughts and our psychic, perceptions, right? Air represents thoughts. All right, Gaia and spirit join. Oh wow, Gaia and spirit join as one to explore and unite all realms. Pegasus embodies the adventurous freedom of wild horse medicine. It won't be tethered or held back from its mission. Woo! That makes me think about something Left Eye said about Tupac and how devoted he was. That she actually believed that, well, she know for a fact that he was here, for a mission and, his purpose. Okay. Pegasus takes his freedom even further by taking off into the skies. So this is talking about during their transition, this only, freed them even more. Pegasus takes its freedom even further by taking off into the skies. It rules the realm of imagination as its feathered wings travel through unlimited dreamscapes. Thanks to its father, Poseidon, Pegasus also has a strong connection with water. Pegasus can pound the ground with its hoof to create a spring of water, bringing forth emotional healing for itself and others, quenching our thirst on all levels to refill our cups so we can soar high again. Pegasus asks, how thirsty are you? Is there a way you can fill your own cup that won't take from those around you? Remember that Gaia Earth is an abundant source for refueling. Connect with her until you feel yourself overflowing to the point where you can share and soar with others. This is really cool. So you are a spring wheel. This glorious fantasy creature moves on earth and through the heavens, becoming the embodiment of as above, so below. In the earth realm, Pegasus provides stability and movement. In the heavens, Pegasus becomes an emblem of our ideals, accomplishments, and the higher self. So remember, this came out reverse. This is what the individuals are trying to restrict, limit, or prevent here. Because we have the Ankh. The Ankh represents life, rebirth. So not wanting us to embrace or our higher self, when it relate that to our accomplishments and our ideals, what we create. Additionally, this animal spirit reminds us that we are not merely flesh and blood, but also spirit. Various themes include clear-mindedness, focus, magic, transience, and transitions. A magnificent... Hold on. So it represents fire, leadership, charisma, bravery, and the arts. So this I believe there's also a Pegasus star system. So you could, some of you guys who view this, who feel guided to this video, because everyone is not guided to my videos, you could have some relation to the Pegasus star system. Yep. So I'm talking about artists here. Pegasus represents wisdom, poetry, and inspiration. Numerous depictions of grandeur in everything from paintings to pottery. It is said that looking upon the visual of Pegasus stimulates creativity. Legends also tell us when Pegasus hits his hoof on the ground, springs begin bubbling up. Drinking from the spring provides peace and inspiration. So something about uproars of thunder and lightning as well. A brave warrior arriving by air, arriving by thoughts and communication. Spirit, arriving by spirit. Okay. So it also represents spiritual power, heroism, and being task oriented, a heightened sensitivity, zeal, in a time of ambition. Others believe that Pegasus rising brings out the warrior in people, swift in movement and keenly talented. These individuals are posed for any conflict. Boom. Pegasus spirit may herald the birth of clairvoyance in your life. Pay attention to any feelings you get and keep track of them. Pegasus medicine also supports magical pursuits if you are entering a new stage of spiritual development. Pegasus sometimes comes to people who need strength, virility, or healing. He may also whisper to you of the need for devotion and faithfulness in your life. As a warrior spirit, Pegasus teaches lessons about using bravery, courage, and energy wisely. The Pegasus wings represents a time of prayerfulness in your life. Listen to your spirit and meditate on the burdens in your life. Pegasus is here to lift you above the fray. The winged horse may also bear a message for you from the divine or other beings in the astral realm. If facing a dark time in your life, Pegasus reminds us of the power of light and goodness. Because Pegasus guides the soul of the dead heavenward, he may have a message for you from your ancestors or friends who have crossed over. So this is, okay, so yeah, just heavy emphasis that they are definitely with us. For poets, you cannot ask for a better muse than Pegasus. The creative, inspiring energies of Pegasus is certain to drive some truly clever and meaningful prose. Pegasus may be here as a protector energy, wrapping his wings around you so that you know you are safe. So this is talking about having a flexible energy. Pegasus often struggles to keep all four hooves on the ground when in contemplation. They want to soar the heavens where they can saturate high vibrational energy. This can put you a bit out of touch with mundane. One quest for the Pegasus is finding ways to ground and center effectively. So nature. This is talking about, or you could be a person who loves all things of beauty. You are called from the depth of your soul to create things of loveliness, be it painting, music, or writing. This is talking about people who are naturally intuitive and may even show signs of telepathy. This is a wonderful gift since many great powers like angels, masters, and spirit guides often use telepathy to get a message through to the earth plane. You may find a natural affinity for water as well as the sound of rolling thunderstorms. Both of these act as rechargers for your proverbial battery. When you are running on empty, seek out living water, water that moves. Additionally, you now have a very good reason to dance in the rain. So spending more time near water and literally just meditating and just listening to the rushing waves. Concerning career, another thing about that too, it enhances your intuition, your psychic abilities. I know that from experience. All right, Pegasus thrives as a healer, artist, or environmentalist. The wisdom of the internal Phoenix is within you. Celebrate it in the world. Celebrate it in word and deed. Celebrate it in word and deed. But look, we had this come out reversed the first time. Right? So no longer having doubt, right? This is the Phoenix. Damn near being in a battle with this serpent energy here. Or but it makes me think about the Kundalini awakening too. So being, allowing this to happen. Grounding this energy here. Grounding this spirit energy with the body. That's what I'm getting to. And with your perception, with the eye here. So once again, the wisdom of the internal Phoenix, because snakes represent wisdom as well. of the eternal phoenix is within you. Celebrate it in word and deed. So do not doubt this about you. Do not doubt your abilities here, your powers. That was powerful. So this is a rune that you guys may want to work with here. This was the thorn, the psoriasis rune that I read. I only read 2 runes. So this is talking about giants, right? Taking down giants. And I just got done talking about David and Goliath recently. That's crazy. But a key thing about David and Goliath in that story is how he derived a lot of his power and courage from spirit, right? Not from his body, because David was very small. He was a kid damn near. He was a teenager when that happened, right? And all these grown men, this army and all their, you know, their armor and stuff like that, they were scared shitless, right? So again, if we must fight for peace, then let us find our peace in battle. Then the other rune that I showed you guys was the Fehu rune, if you want to work with that rune. All right, so this will help with manifesting wealth, prosperity, in initial conditions. All right. So there was one other thing. Let's do. I'm looking for etymology.com. Oh, etymology. However the hell you say that shit. Oh, no. All right. So colon also means a part of a verse or poem. A part or a verse or poem. So this can even talk about the things that we tell ourselves. A clause of a sentence. Independent clauses. Which is a particular and separate article, stipulation, proviso in a treaty, bill, or contract. So something about these contracts, these spiritual contracts. Provisions, making provisions, or passage, section, requirements. Noting things. Appoint. These are just different words, so I'm just throwing it out there to draw it together, see what message they want me to get from this. So obviously the colon is the large intestine. So when this word came up, we was talking about waste. So ridding ourselves of waste. Something about kundalini, something about having a lot of waste in our colon impacting our other aspects of ourselves too, and like where other places where we hold waste, like in our energy. So something about that, about the solar plexus and the sacral, and excreting waste, passing waste or releasing waste from those energies especially. So yeah, purging, fasting, just really going deep into yourself. So this, yeah. All right. Okay. So I do want to see if they would be willing to just reveal, you know, some deeper things to us about the music industry, or just their experience, or things that they would want us to know that now they know, or ways they are helping us in the spirit realm or in other forms, right? All right, so let's do because I was really trying to hear more, so let's do Left Eye first. Ladies first, right? Dear sacred sister Lisa Lopez, we are so grateful to be speaking with you. I want you to know you are the greatest divine feminine role models that has been in music, especially in rap. Okay, so that's crazy. So the first message that she has is, a celebrity artist has viewed, reviewed, saw your work behind the scenes. All right, what more can you give us about this before I call it anything? Because the first thing I want to call it is stealing. But so something about gun war, a gun plot, and gun violence. I have to make sure y'all can see my cards, because some of these videos, when I look back at them, the light kind of blurs it out. All right, what other message do you have concerning this? What about this? What about a celebrity artist viewing? It says you are spiritually, or she says you are spiritually, eternally rich. Do not be fooled by men-made riches. I am avenging you in the material realm. So it says loss of finances, freedom, support, image, reputation, respect, dignity, and loyalty. Alright, let's get somewhere before we draw this together, connected. It says the dark side of vanity in the beauty industry. You are spiritually, eternally rich. Do not be fooled by man-made riches. I am avenging you in the material realm. Loss of finance. Okay, this is talking about This is talking about these celebrities who sold their souls, needing resources, like musical or creative resource, needing like supply. They're needing creative supply here. And this is talking about stealing from, undiscovered artists, or, less popular artists and stuff like that. The conscious artists. Stealing from, people who are consciously creating music, right? And stealing away from their finances, their material abundance, or their abundance. This is, things that they could be reaping, because this is from their creations. Their creations were the motivation behind these celebrities who are already, who are already known about, right? But this is talking about these people are will be experiencing a loss in either their finances, freedom, support, so like their fans or whatever, their image, their reputation, respect, dignity, or loyalty, or all of it, right? This is talking about people who are vain and obsessed with their appearances. And instead, how they be adding to this music or whatever and promoting gun violence. So taking your ideas, like your creativity, and then turning it into things that we'll call plagues and curses that causes spiritual famine, right? Mental famine. Yeah. Prostituting corpses for money, power, and fame. And stealing sacred items from the dead. So this is also talking about some artists that passed on, like have some creations or like some projects that they started that was stolen after their deaths, and other people took credit for these creations here. This is talking about these people experiencing this loss as well. What more messages do you have regarding gun war? So it says Mutual friend causing drama and conflict, secretly hating and sabotaging, throwing stones and hiding hands. So this is the kind of energy. This is the kind of energies that, you know, these individuals are on. Gun war, gunplot. So having these people playing like your friends, being responsible for these deaths here, like causing these deaths. So befriending, I don't know why I heard befriending the goat or befriending the powerful one. It says homosexual spell, witchcraft, same-sex, incest, is unnatural. Frequency warfare and attacking children. Can you clarify homosexual spell and witchcraft? Clarify homosexual witchcraft. Clarify homosexual witchcraft. So we got hidden AIDS, HIV epidemic, pandemic, secretly infected. Whoa. You talking about in the industry? Every liquid mixture is an elixir, potion. Beware of all magic. So this is what she's emphasizing to us, you guys. Yeah, and it came out again. Plagues, curses, famine, release for raiding tombs, stealing sacred items for the dead, or from the dead, and prostituting corpses for money, power, and fame. So this is also talking about their items being stolen, like some of their sacred items being stolen and used for magic here, being used for divination or witchcraft, or trying to channel their energies. I don't know, something like that. Every elixir is an elixir. Every liquid mixture is an elixir, potion. Beware of all magic. Targeting males, infant, adolescent, mid-mature age to consume for vitality. They wanted to come out again too. Alright. Can you give us some clarity regarding every liquid mixture is an elixir or potion? You will be moving, relocated unexpectedly in the near future. Whole division. The current situation is temporary. And it's something about music. Something about children being targeted. Like something about the music, these spells being, look, and then we got hair dye. Hair dye, lotions, perfumes, magic potions to destroy. And then she also says, you are not lazy, you are tired. You are in a resting period, hermit mode. Come unto me and I will give you rest. So emphasis on just taking time out for ourselves to heal, to be revitalized by nature. What is this about amusement parks? But it came out, it clarified the liquid mixtures. Every liquid mixture is an elixir. So something about potions being distributed at amusement parks to target children. And then we also have hospitals, pharmacists, malevolent herbalists, adding glamour. Love potions to prescriptions, medicine elixirs, and drugs to bind. So this is talking about these artists promoting drugs and shit in their music here. It says distributing poisons and potions to gain power, control, favor, and reverence. Something about a connection with pharmacists, the hospitals, and the music industry. Some type of direct connection or plot here, or working together here to destroy people's minds, like, or to destroy people's health here, to have people addicted. So that makes me want to pull from another deck. Let's see what come out for this one. Alright. Clarify hospitals and pharmacists. Clarify hospitals and pharmacists. Damsel. Waiting for a knight to provide for you seduction to romantic illusion. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. And then we have child wounded reverse. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resist moving on through forgiveness. So this is talking about trying to keep people addicted to pain here. And, you know, these drugs literally like creating hallucinations and basically adding fuel or fueling this pain here instead of actually providing real aid, like what she was promoting through her own life experience and putting that on display for other people to see, putting people on to people like Dr. Sebi and stuff like that, and healing holistically, right? So a part of her purpose was to help people move away from these artificial ways. Look, these thieves here, these artificial ways of healing ourselves or reclaiming our hearts or whatever. Reclaiming, you know, our power, our happiness, our peace. So it says stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or others. Wait, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. This came out reverse, right? So this was to confirm hospitals, pharmacists, malevolent herbalists, adding glamour, love potions to prescription medicines, elixirs, and drugs to bind people. And then you add that with music, that's a hell of a spell right there. That's heavy witchcraft. Heavy witchcraft. Because if you look in the background of this person here, those are a lot of webs. So this is talking about a network of people like spiderweb magic. Spiderweb magic. So once again, this is talking about being a seeker here in order to mediate, you know, your spirit and your flesh, right? To have this companionship, this unity within self. So it says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. So this is how these are these individuals' energy here. This is talking about the Gemini energy. It says gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument here. So having unbiased perception. It says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. And then look right behind that, the vampire energy came out. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So as long as you stay truthful, this is something I always say, you know, when you saw authenticity, you reap authenticity of the deception, right? So as long as you stay true to who you are, this is talking about being that 5%, the realest of them all. As long as you stay true to who you are, this is saying how all truths, you know, all that is deceptive, all that is, you know, a lie or artificial will be revealed to you. Like even concerning these vampires, saboteurs, bullies, right? Who are bullying artists, right? Artists who are messengers, messiah energies, right? Who are divine judges, the eternal child, the immortals, the true immortals, right? The visionaries who can help people and transform people, you know, influence and impact people through telling their stories, sharing their lives to liberate people, right? To manifest this vision. So these visionaries here to help guide people to the Most High, to be freed from demons or these demonic ways and workings, mindsets and perceptions that was engineered. So being God engineered and not a victim, not looking to these people or to, you know, to this music or to these individuals to save you. So that's why, you know, I was getting emphasis about that person who said they want people who come in there looking for a daddy. Like, yes, daddy, whatever you tell me to do, I'll do anything. Whatever you need me to do, daddy, I'll do it. They want yes men. This is what they want, right? But this is talking about not being fooled by these individuals and becoming their victim, becoming their next victim, thinking that they're going to rescue you or be the answer to your extension here. That is a lie. That is a lie. Right? Look, it leads you to nothing. It leads you to either death or nothingness, feeling empty. Feeling empty. So this talks about being teachable too, going in hermit mode necessarily, or routine hermit modes, to just to ground, ground information, ground channel more messages from spirit, that type of thing, to be taught by spirit, to be taught by nature. All right, so let's get some messages from Tupac. I don't know why I have a feeling they're gonna be saying some of the same shit, but I want to respectfully get some individually by them both. So to be fair, I'm going to pull from another set of my cards too, just to make sure. So we got, look, I want to show y'all this though. Secret rituals to spellbind. Now, he keep it real. Atlanta is under judgment. Greed, lust, vanity, filthy demographic, frequency, pollution concerns, cap city. He said y'all cap. This is definitely Tupac. He said y'all cap. He said motherfuckers cap in Atlanta. Damn. Status change, pornography, human trafficking, pedophilia, root chakra debilitation. They stole land, artifacts, sacred tools, and even lives. They shall not be able to escape the wrath of God. Destroyers of earth will suffer. Then it says, visualization will help age your reality. Be mindful of what mental thought you give energy to. Choose wisely. This came out reversed. So he's saying it's not enough people on this. It's not enough people doing this. Damn. He said y'all niggas cap. Y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourself. That shit crazy as hell. He said y'all niggas is cap. That is crazy. Alright, what other messages do you have for us? What other messages do you have? Share with us. Oh my God. Authenticity. So something about an ex-lover and integrity. What other messages do you have? Divine masculine. What other messages do you have? Let me just take out some. Shuffle. So something about the new moon in Egypt. We got spell work and spell casting as well. Case settle. Let's see what will come out of this set, because I got a bunch of them in this bag here. Quantum leaping came out reverse. Soul tribe, but I wanted to come out reverse low-key too. So purge in the spirit realm. I think what he's saying is be mindful of your crew. Be mindful of the people, the company you keep. Definitely be mindful of the company you keep. So talking about some fake motherfuckers or some shit like that. Making sure you're with your true soul tribe. Throat chakra attack reverse. More than 5 races. I feel like, because if you're something about, so Revelations, writing a song, all is not how it seems. So this is talking about using, your music to speak prophetically. It says replacement and rebound. That's reversed. To whom much is given, much is required. So this is talking about being responsible with your gift here in Revelations. Sounds too good to be true. A change. So emphasis on change. And I just thought about his song. Look, Identity Crisis. I thought about his song, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh, it's about first, he said a lot of y'all niggas not self-made no more. These people in this industry, he said a lot of these niggas not self-made. Y'all fraud. Sounds too good to be true. Not running out of time, reverse, the wildlands. Oh, wow. So he said, I fucked up. Do you want to talk to us about this? New mindset. New mindset. And he said, lose the Walking Dead mentality. Lose the Walking Dead mentality. So he was saying you fucked up by how? Like these friends? Something about an ex-lover's integrity. And something about being guided or quantum leaping above certain friend groups and stuff like that. How he was supposed to move away from certain people. Record or write a song. Teach. Whoa. Okay, so we definitely on the money about something right here. I'm gonna leave that out. He says something about money dwindling, and this is because of this war here. So something about the Mars energy. So once again, Aries and Scorpio. Mars rules over Aries and Scorpio, and I think Pluto also rules over Scorpio. But this is talking about the root chakra and the third eye or the crown chakra, right? So people who are still in these this debilitated root chakra, because this is another card that came out for him. People who are still, encouraging this. Look, case settled, lots of moolah, and then the wildlands reverse, disgrace. Death is knocking. Royalty. I heard learn from my mistakes. Passport. So being careful, like, on who you with and travel here. And then we got sneaky. Reverse. Finish him. That's pulled from another set. I heard do not neglect or not stand up for a person. Stand up for people when you can, just for the sake of a client or clientele boost, or for people to like you or something like that. He said stand up for what's right, even if that means it will cause your money to dwindle or people will stop fucking with you like that. And he said don't basically don't flam for that shit. Be a person of integrity. Stand up for what's right by any means necessary. Don't be scared out of... Look, we got church in the wild and it came out reverse. Don't be scared out of embracing your most purest, truest energy here. Conflict, magic, and intimate relationships. Look, car, vehicle, reverse. What the hell? And it was crazy how both of them. So car accident magic. Something about car accident magic. Or the car vehicle. A car. So we got reproach. So this could talk about enemies being under reproach here. Then we have building momentum. Somebody's gonna lose this emperor status here, or some type of wealth here. I just saw elite. Soon, reverse. Or later, sooner or later, because soon was reverse. So it can even be now. Now, sooner or later. Atlantis keep popping up too. And then we got the stop fronting card. Legendary. power trip in reverse psychology, superstar reverse. Look, clientele boost reverse. We're gonna connect these messages. Set apart, I just saw set apart reverse. So wanting you to change who you are and just blend in with other motherfuckers, bro. This shit say stop fronting. So I just heard Cap City all over again about Atlanta. Stop fronting. Something about a new home, new loyalty. New home, loyalty. Money trees reverse. No. And look, what? Okay. What is this talking about? Okay, so he's also, talking about just how sometimes, or his distraction, how he would get distracted with sex. Sex. This transgression here regarding sex. Because it says slippery when wet, transgression, exposed, reverse. Alright. What other message do you have for us? So something about the more we move towards our north node. So it makes me think about that scripture by Ezekiel too, because a lot of people, can say a lot of things about choices that, Tupac made that wasn't exactly like a symbol of leadership. But this is also talking about how he alchemized his energies, or, his ways, or, how he turned to righteousness and trying to, make good of his experiences, and his wisdom for people. Okay, crystals, sage, and spiritual tools, like emphasis on that. This stuff is real. This stuff really is helpful. It helps slay these people, these unseen forces. Set apart keeps showing up too. Alright. I feel like I need to pull from a different set. Okay. Alright, can you help bringing this all together? Bring this together. So it says, stop talking about enemies who are now defeated. Holding on to old energy. Revisiting their energy disrupts your abundant mindset. Change your focus. So a lot of the beef, like how they encourage this beef or ongoing wars and unnecessary conflict with people or between people, and putting this or promoting this to be in music and stuff like that. He said to stop talking about enemies who are now defeated. That these are infertility attacks, attempts to destroy your lineage, your generations, bloodlines. Your seed is protected. Your children will only be birthed in safety. So once again, that infamous saying, if we don't, we'll have a race of babies who will hate the ladies that make the babies. So trying to create infertility. Look, gun war. By killing off the semen, killing off the men, the divine masculines here, or killing off the men. or have the men killing each other off. So gun war, gun plot, gun violence. Other messages. What else do you want to share with us? Infiltrating dream state for info, to implant, to inscribe, to spy, to cloak, to bind. These are the kind of things that they had to go through as these artists, right? These are the kind of things they had to deal with. Drug, prostitution, rings, bust. Came out reverse. If they refuse this. Distributing poisons and potions to gain power, control, favor, and reverence. This reverse. This is something he refused to do, or he stopped doing that shit. Stop doing it. Alright. Can you clarify that? Can you clarify that? Can you clarify that? Contracted STDs, viruses from playing in chosen one's energy, teaming up with malevolent forces to harm each other. Clarify this energy. Combining voodoo spell casting with customizable items without the consumer's awareness. So this is talking about like even having to go through people trying to intentionally affect them, or sending women who wasn't clean or whatever to intentionally try to affect them or disrupt their reproductive ability or agility or vitality here. But literally just trying to cut off that bloodline. Like, no, we can't have any more, Tupac's. Like, so it says, craving blood, eating uncooked raw animal flesh, eating of flesh and blood, including human. This came out reverse. So maybe this is talking about trying, him denying some type of blood sacrifice, or something about a blood sacrifice. I know you have been fighting, my sacred anointed warrior. My thoughts toward you are good. Built up plague and brain heart, hardened hearts, reprobated minds. This came out reverse. So ultimately, what was the undoing? What was the undoing? What shall lead to their destruction and death shall for you lead to prosperity and life. You are not allowing yourself to relax. You judge yourself over critically and harshly. Release this. So when he denounced, being caught up in this violence and this drama and conflict and always having some shit going, and he wanted to move more toward peace, right? And creating harmony and, love and, forgiveness and this type of unity, energy and stuff like that, right? This is what kind of led to his undoing, or, what made these people attack him even more aggressively or target him. We got hospitals, pharmacists, malevolent herbalists, adding glamour, love potions to prescriptions, medicine, elixirs, drugs to bind. So there was a lot of times when they were hexed or under a spell because of some drug or elixir, or even the alcohol things being put in their drinks here, to have them, be puppeted or be more in like this puppeted like energy. It said the dark side of vanity and the beauty industry sending sirens toward them to try to get them sick or pick up diseases here. Reproductive diseases. Run away together, travel light, trust in me as I will care for you every step of the way. So he could have been planning to do this with somebody before his death. So it says arrogance, pride, deceit, leadership, covens, groups, scammers, building foundations on blood and suffering. Then we got blood wars, reverse. The dark side of vanity and the beauty industry. House parties, Greek events, concerts, and vain celebrations that are fake. So being invited to these orchestrated events here that had a lot to do with the law enforcement, government officials or whatever, hiding behind the scenes or whatever, intentionally plotting on these people, having like fucking sirens and demons like amongst these beautiful people or these shapeshifters or whatever, to try to get these artists drugged up or particular masculines, you know, influential masculine artists here, to get them drugged up and, you know, sick and shit like that. It made me think about what's the guy's name from NWA, or I can't think of his name right now, but how he had contracted HIV or some shit like that. It says, you are the bloodline of Solomon, a divine judge, wise counsel, understanding heart. So this is regarding Tupac. It says energy harvesting rings. So this is talking about these fake ass vain events, these parties, right? So I think this is why he said he fucked up, being around certain people here. It says being haunted by those they've murdered, insensible acts. That came out reverse. Alright, so another thing he wants to say is that labor of love is not according to man's definition. Blessing souls is real labor. Thy good and faithful friend. Alright, and something about these social media platforms here, sowing doubt, creating a lot of doubt and silent secret spiritual battles, witchcraft against divine prophets, divine feminine, masculines, and their children, divine children. To sow illness and disease. Dang, this is pretty deep though. Can you clarify soul tribe? Can you clarify soul tribe? Clarify soul tribe. Hidden AIDS, HIV epidemic, pandemic, secretly infected, loss of finances, freedom, support, image, reputation, respect, dignity, and loyalty. Yeah, so this is talking about a fake ass tribe here. Fake ass people here. Trying to intentionally plot against you so that you can't experience some type of loss here. So some individuals who ain't got shit to lose, so they'll help you lose everything. So being mindful of people like that, these are not your friends. Cleaning out demonic forces in the dream state so your dreams may not be too clear, but you will know what you must. The spirit realm is always communicating with you, including animals. I'm showing you what you must see. Alright, so I'm going to pull out some animal cards. It is safe for you to love. Dark magic and demonic sorcery cannot tear apart what God has put together. So something about a relationship here, or love. Something about something about a partnership that he was, before he passed on. You will see just how serious I am when I say touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm or risk your life. Something about some rituals that he rejected here. A homosexual ritual he rejected. And something about a blood ritual he rejected. So we got Southwest. Evil eyeing all that is linked to your peace, love, and joy. People don't care nothing about you being happy. You are being shielded from greater dangers. So something about people having company around you who literally evil eye everything linked to your peace, love, and joy. So just being discerning about the company. You keep heavy emphasis on that. I'm thinking out loud. People finding love in mysterious ways. Cursed with blindness. Even just a touch of a hand. Yo, I think he was falling for somebody. Is it? Oh my God, could he have feelings for left eye? Rotting in jail, prison, physically or spiritually, no way out. Discovering hidden truths and secrets concerning your divine identity for this lifetime and past lives. One moment is here, the next disappears. So this is talking about cherishing the moment, right? Being grateful, being in the energy of gratitude, right? Opposed to wasting our time, in conflict all the time. Manifesting prosperity and abundance into your reality is real by simply visualizing, asking, commanding, and never worrying about the how. Right, so both of them are definitely in mutual agreement here to just what they discovered with, you know, through their own experiences and their own path, what they learn about themselves and their journey, and just how they can manipulate their reality just through the changing of their thoughts, through what their, you know, their visualizations, and, you know, the stories that they tell, you know, how they literally can create things with their words, like this form of poetry, this Pegasus energy here. Also, not allowing people to overwork you when you need rest. It says you are not lazy, you are tired, you are in a resting period, hermit mode. Come unto me and I will give you rest. But see, these damn fucking these fucking dark demonic, you know, entities or whatever, these industries, they keep these people going like on a hamster wheel. Spell word dark magic to induce financial issues, slow down finances, financial blockages, and poverty mentality. This is the kind of shit they will launch on them if they refuse to comply. But also it says you are spiritually eternally rich. Do not be fooled by man-made riches. You are being avenged in the material realm. Alright, so it seems like they're on one accord. Definitely on one accord. So what I'm hearing too, like, I've been talking about Sabrina a lot lately, but they was literally like the Sabrinas of the industry, that 5%, that wanted people to know, wanted people to be free, wanted to use their platform and their influence for good, right, for benevolent reasons. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get kicks. Be more present. All right, you guys, so we're gonna end it here. This was a very, very honorable experience, but I hope you guys were able to get some messages. Your girl, the Authentic Empress. I'll see you guys next time.